For your family's comfort, brought to you by Green's Plumbing and Modern Heating.
Hi, welcome to For Your Family's Comfort, brought to you by Green's Plumbing and Modern Heating. And we're going to have another little learning lesson for all you fine people again today.
That's right. It's kind of the third part in a series of what's in your house in terms of heating and plumbing stuff. And the last couple of weeks we talked about the furnace and the air conditioner and those kinds of things that are in your basement. Then we talked about the water coming into your basement, and then the water heater and the water softener and all that kind of stuff.
How it all works.
And on that show we talked about the path of the water. And in this show we're talking about after it goes through all that stuff, it gets up to your bathroom or your kitchen. And in this particular case, we're going to take a look at underneath your kitchen sink and tell you what you can see down there.
You know, and it's kind of amazing. We've had people ask, okay, it comes into your house, and how does it get wherever it gets?
That's right.
You're going to be able to learn that today.
So here's the story. So we'll open up the cabinet and see what we find.
As we look underneath this kitchen sink, the first thing that you're going to see down on the base of the cabinet are the shutoff valves.
That's right. There's two of them down here. One is for the hot water that's always on the left, and the cold water is on the right. And it's important to have these shut-off valves, so in case there's a bad leak, you can shut it off right there. Or even if you're servicing and replacing a cartridge or something on your sink, you can shut off the water just to that faucet and not have to turn off the water to the whole house. So you've got the hot water line here with the valve, and the water comes up through here, through the valve. And then you've got this T arrangement here. The main line comes right up through here and follows up this pipe that feeds the hot water to the faucet up above in the sink. And then the other hot water line that comes off the side, you can see that's going off through the side of the cabinet, and that goes over to feed hot water to the dishwasher that's right adjacent to the sink cabinet.
Okay, and then there's another T on the other side, Rick, and that's... Where is that one going to?
Okay, well here again, this is the cold side, the one on the right, and the water comes up through the valve and then gets into this T arrangement. And if it goes straight up, again, it follows this pipe that feeds the cold water to the faucet. And then in this particular case, the T goes over here, and you can see right here this white canister, that's a water purifying filter. So that this particular sink has an additional faucet that sits off to the side of the main faucet. Is called a point of use faucet, and so that the water goes through here and feeds the water into this cartridge, and then these lines go up to the point of use faucet, so that if there's a little bit of an issue of taste or odor, or if you want to maybe purify, get the chlorine out or whatever, you can have more purified water just for your drinking water and cooking.
And then then you can see the black piping.
Yep, all this stuff here.
And that is part of the drain work.
And this is the drain system. You can see that there's one that comes down from this side of the sink and one that comes down from this side of the sink. And then they tie together and go through, and this is a trap. People always call this a P-trap.
Why is that important to have that?
Well, as the water comes down, goes through this trap and then follows out through and into the wall and down the drain, every drainage system, whether in a city or you have your own septic system, there is sewer gas. And it's a methane gas that's in your sewer system, and we don't want that gas to come out the drains, so that there's always water in this trap, and that, you know, when the water drains down, it can replace that and push this water through and down the drain. But then when you're done, there's always some amount of water in this trap, so that those sewer gases, that methane gas, cannot come back up and escape into your house.
You know, and we do get a lot of phone calls where they can smell sewer gas, and oftentimes that is in an unused shower or basement sink or something, and that's because that water is wicked away, right?
That's right. This water has sat stagnant for quite a while, and it can just evaporate. So then you lose that water seal in that trap.
And then we've got another T coming
Yeah, you've got this other
drain.
little T here. Like we were talking before, we had that hot water line that fed the dishwasher, and then this is where the drain from the dishwasher, again, comes from the side of the cabinet, loops through here, and then comes up into the drain. And you can see again that that's on the inlet side of the trap, so that again we don't have any sewer gases that can back up and come in through our dishwasher.
So basically, the only other thing some homes have are garbage disposals.
That's right.
And if they have a garbage disposal, where would that be hanging, would you guess?
That would probably be hanging right here, kind of where this T is, and then the other sink comes into the side of it, and the garbage disposal would be hanging into the right below this T, and then if you have a dishwasher, this dishwasher drain actually would come right into the side of the garbage disposal.
So if you have any problems underneath your kitchen sink, you might know exactly what it is when you call into our office, and we would love to help you with any of the issues that you have.
So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the next edition of For Your Family's Comfort. Again, brought to you by Greens Plumbing and Modern Heating.